Hey people, it's Kelly of Print Slay, and I'm here with a bunch of things on my desk, but I have one special thing to show you, and that is how I am now going to store my printables. So I tend to print my kit and cut it all the way out. I don't necessarily like leave pieces of it, but after I cut it out, there might be a major part that I use and some that's left over, or I cut it out and then I don't get a chance to use it and I need some way to store it. That is where this comes in. This is what I used to use. This is a 4x6 album, which did really good, except for the fact that it rips. So as I stick my hand down in there to get printables, because sometimes they're not just, I can just pluck them out. Sometimes we have little pieces. It tend to rip. And this one is pretty old. I don't know if you can see that, but like, yeah. So it started to rip there. But the bulk of what my concern was when it kind of teared away from these perforated edges like this. Yeah, it did that a lot. And again, my hand, as small as it is, look, see, as small as my hand is, it was a hard time trying to get it down in there, and it started to do this. So I decided I needed something different, and I was like, oh my, look at these. So these are really neat. One, because they are really, really good quality of plastic. These are typically called the inserts for a budgeting planner. So you will probably stick cash in here, like dollar bills, and seal them up. So sealable. So the one that I already had was this one. I think it's called an A6 size. So, but I haven't seen them thicker than this, like bigger. Like if I could have one that was this big, that would probably be best, because I tend to have a lot. This is what I have left over that I could not fit into here. This is my new one. So this one came with, I think, 10 sheets. And that is all I have in here. I think I have 11. I think I pushed the limit to 11. It is a magnet close. There is a button close one here, but if you overstuff it, it won't close. This one won't close if it's overstuffed either. So that is something to be aware of. If you could get one without a clasp, that might even be better, because then it could, people don't mind their planner being, open like that and thick. But if it's supposed to snap, you want it to be able to snap. So it's whatever you determine. But I've tried different things. I've tried this method where I just put them inside of a pouch, but then they're all mixed up. It's not see-through. Loving the Little Mermaid, my favorite Disney princess. But it's not see-through, so I can't remember. And sometimes out of sight, out of mind, and you never use these printables because they're not there. I use stuff like this, but again, this will hold multiple kits, and then I would have to remember which ones are which, and it's not like I can see it. Like this particular situation, I can flip through it. Even these that are not on rings, I can still, flip through these. Well, these are actually going to go in here when I empty this out. It's just that this is like my first planner for Print Slay, and so I wanted to see, like, I wanted to read back on it and see what my ideas were back then. And like, what is that, 2017? Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna put these in there. So these are all older kits that had leftovers, but these are of specific kits that went together. And then this is just a mashup of dolls and elements that I had left over. So those are gonna go in here. I can recommend, this is my new one. I love it. I got extras that came in this pack. I have so many. I think it's like a pack of like 20. And again, I put, I think, 11 in here. So this did not fit in here. It actually goes with this kit. It didn't fit in here. It had like a little overlap. I'm going to put it in there for you so you can see. And I didn't want to fold it, of course. So yeah, see. So because this particular planner has pockets in the front, I just put it in there. Pockets here, pockets in the back. So yeah, plenty of space, and it even has a pin loop, but I don't, necessarily need that. But the tip that I was going to mention is that You might want to do some with the zipper at the top, and then some with the zipper at the bottom, and then some with the zipper at the top again, like this, so that all the zipper, because this is going to be bulky, all the zippers at the top may be too much. And the way that you do that is by simply loading it differently. So if I want the zipper at the top, I'm going to load it this way. If I have it this way, if I wanted the zipper at the bottom, then I would load it this way and like insert this way. So hopefully that made sense. The other thing is I strategically place items at the bottom or at the top of the zipper so that everything wasn't, you know, all the printables at the bottom. Then it made this bulky at the bottom. So you kind of put some at the bottom, some at the top, slide it to the bottom, slide it to the top. That I think helps as well. These are my leftover for my collaging. So those are the tips that I have. Again, if I could find one that was thicker, like I think this is a, what is this? This may even be, is this 1 inch? I don't think that's 1 inch. Hold on, let me see. It may be 1 inch. Yeah, this is a 1 inch binder. If I could have found one that's 2 inch or something like that, I might go with that. I might even have one. I don't know. Nope. I was about to say I can use my smash book. My smash book is just 3 rings. But even in that, I think, no. I was going to say 3 rings, but 1 ring would have to be here, 1 here, and 1 here. Something else that you can do that I have been debating is putting on Happy Planner disc. The way you would do that is to just cut the edges right here, and it'll allow you to snap into Happy Planner disc. They won't be on a Happy Planner like this because the holes don't line up. So you would have to have other, you know what, let me show you. Hold on 1 second. All right, like this one. I did that for my tabs. This is supposed to be down here. I just finished reading a book. Well, reading some of my book. So this didn't have, it just came like this, like simply like this, and I put Happy Planner disc on there. But you see how they just have a slit here? I don't know, maybe you can see it, but yeah, right there. So you see how they just have a slit? You can cut slits in things, like pages, papers, everything like that. And then you can add Happy Planner disc to it. So again, I'm debating that because I really do like it being in a planner, but I have so many of these left over. However, I don't necessarily have any more kits that I have printed. That might even prompt me to use what I've already printed and not to print more before I use what I have, because it's really no need to have, you know, 20 kits printed out and then you haven't used them. So I'm going to probably do that. I'm going to read through this, take these out, put these in here, because I might have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, this is about the same 10 that I need in there. I probably just add another one to it just for good measure. And then I will have these 2 things as my, how I keep my printables. So I thought it was a good idea, especially since, again, I can just go through it, look. I don't have to stick my hand in it. I just simply unzip, open it up. I can take all of them out at one time. If anything falls to the end, again, it's quality, like really, really good quality plastic. Can do that and be done with it. I think that that's the route that I wanted to go with it. So if this idea is helpful to you, I will leave a link of where I got the planner, this one, and then these as well. Again, I don't know. It depends on, you know, what you're doing, how much you plan printing, if you're going to need this. But you probably won't need this if you're going to stick to, oh, I just printed out a few kits. And I'm going to be using these this month or this quarter or something like that. But if you're like me and you have a lot left over, you might want to buy the extra set. And then if you wanted them to be on something, again, I don't think anybody sells A6 and 2 inches thick. And you might want to consider Happy Planner this. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. And I gotta find a new use for this stuff. This is really a crown case. So I'll probably just give it to one of my kids. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, bye.